Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Robin Futoran, your host for the Unleash Your Inner Healer Summit. And the summit is designed to gain tools in health, longevity, and happiness. What else could we ask for, right? And our topic today is wisdom, Qigong healing, and our expert, who is bridging the gap between science and healing, is Master Mingtong Gu. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. Welcome, Master Mingtong. So, Master Mingtong Gu is internationally respected teacher in wisdom healing Qigong. He brings ancient wisdom to the West for improving health, happiness, and especially in this digital, stressful era, right? His teachings empower people in discovering more joy, more health, vitality of mind and body and heart through the practice of wisdom healing Qigong. Master Mingtong is the founder of the Qi Center in New Mexico, the Center for Wisdom Qigong Healing. He's the author of numerous books, including Empowered Healing. Master Mingtong leads workshops, retreats, online courses, and professional certification programs worldwide. He's born and raised in China and trained with grandmasters in Tibet and Nepal, in China. He received his master's training in wisdom healing Qigong at the largest medicine-less Qigong hospital in China, and he holds 2 other master's degrees, one in math and one in fine arts. He was awarded the Qigong Master of the Year by the 13th World Qigong Congress. He loves working with students. If you've seen any of his talks, if you've been to his retreats or classes or watch his video, he has lots of Qi and loves his students. His life passion and purpose and fulfillment come from the union of his spiritual practice and applied healing wisdom. Master Mingtong's internationally renowned Qi Center is based in New Mexico and has a global reach, and ideally we'll talk more about that. And welcome, Master Mingtong.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So do you want to add anything to
that? Didn't expect such a long introduction.
Well, we share a lot of common perspectives in healing and the value of Qigong, in the way our thoughts affect our chemistry, our biochemistry. So I'm going to jump in with some questions here for you to share with us. And Qigong is such a powerful, important practice that still isn't well known enough. So maybe you can share with us the origin and what Qigong is.
Right, and yeah, I often say, Qigong is still a best kept secret.
Yeah.
Used to be a secret even in China for long history, even 5,000, 6,000 years of long history. It's kind of underground, secretive, especially for the royal family, for privileged people, for ordained people, for people living in a spiritual religious context or in the mountains, basically. The original idea is simple and profound. It's searching for immortality. That's mean the spiritual quest of awakening the full capacity. So as a result, cumulative wisdom is really cumulative knowledge and practice for longevity. Then it's not until contemporary history we start to discover the health benefit, direct health benefit. Yeah, even whatever long you live, we are experiencing some challenges, especially nowadays health-wise. So realizing the same practice, realizing the longevity in the past can apply to our healing, to our enhancement of health. Now, of course, this is no-brainer, right?
Yeah,
the deeper principle, if you extend your life, of course, can heal disease, right? Yeah. But you have to go deeper into the energetic principle. So basically, Qigong is a way, I would say, the most direct way to work with energy, but expanding your capacity perceiving what energy is. Often we have all kind of interpretation, what is energy? That's okay, but now scientifically recognizing the same truth recognized in this ancient wisdom such as Qigong, yes, there's an invisible, formless, infinite energy available. So not only is it available for the planet Earth, for all life, but also you can cultivate it. So human beings have a capacity to cultivate that energy. Energy is the source of life. Energy is the source of well-being, health, your spiritual existence. So when you're able to tap into the energy, cultivating consciously in your system in so many different levels, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and naturally you enjoy the benefits. So simply put it is more energy, more health.
Yeah.
More energy, greater happiness. More energy, greater capacity to serve life, contribute to life, fulfilling your destiny, your purpose. And that's really the ultimate purpose of Qigong by cultivating energy. So Qi is energy, and Gong means cultivation, capacity, and the benefit come out of working with energy. So that's the summary.
Beautiful. Love that. And so what are the health benefits of Qigong?
So ultimately, believe it or not, is Qigong can enhance all health conditions, enhance, whatever diagnosis you have, chronic or even incurable. That means, from the conventional medicine, using the drug point of view, that might be chronic. That means you can only manage in symptoms. You cannot really cure the condition, so. And yet when you work with Qigong, basically what you're doing is you tap into the mind, the power of your mind, power of energy, power of your own body, internal. So awakening the healing ability inside of you does not really depend on externally something as a drug, or even does not depend on someone else. So it's a self-healing. So suddenly you can enhance basically all conditions. Doesn't matter really, the bottom line. Doesn't matter what is your diagnosis. Naturally enhancing, for example, immune system, hormone system, nerve system function, automatically reducing, relaxation response naturally, and start opening your heart, cultivating your emotional well-being, including also transforming, the emotion of fear, anger, worry, and sadness, depression, so on. When the energy opens up, you start to become more alive, more free-flowing instead of stuck. So the principle is simple. It's really transforming the stucking energy which come from stress, from trauma, from environmental stress, as well relationship stress, even food issue that from the past, even addiction, so on. So formulating stuck energy in the system. So we're trying to, change the symptom, change the health condition, and it's very difficult to do because you have to address the deeper cause. So, but when you analyze the deeper cause, then you start to, this comes from stress of the past, from the environment, from the genetic, from the food, whatever. Suddenly realizing, so much happened in the past. Happened already. You cannot change them. Happened when you happened already. But what you can change is the energetic imprint. The energy in your body carry that history. So as a result, is the energy contracted, cause the health issue, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. Or the energy continuously flowing well, then you're lucky. That means you enjoy, vitality, well-being, health, and so on. So the idea is tap into the energy in your body, realizing you can connecting with the stuck energy, same time opening that energy. Then the energy is flowing again. Then the function come back again, returning to the optimal function. So it's really does not based on diagnosis. Yeah. So the result on immune system, hormone systems, and the nerve system, digestive systems, all can measurable. The change can measurable. But you don't take approach like, okay, I'm doing different thing for different system. You're doing one practice to change the energy pattern inside of you, which is really not only influencing your health, but really determine the function of the whole body function.
Right. So that contracted energy is not only preventing healing, but causing disease.
Absolutely.
And so it's releasing all of that contracted negative energy, allowing free flowing energy through the tissues.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. It's like life depends on energy. Once you understand that, and realizing, oh, when energy flowing, the brain, the nervous system able to creating a more free flow energy communication. Communication depends on energy. You know, the neuron transmitter is form of energy. And so there's a more subtle energy as well, physicalized energy. So when you're working with energy enhancing, the energy flow, energy communication, energy wholeness, as a result is energy optimum function. Right. So in happening kind of in all level.
And so how is it in the practice of Qigong that that the contracted energy is released and we connect with the energy that creates the free flow?
Good question. So actually it's more than just release. So it's really about releasing the blockages. It's releasing the contraction, contracted pattern of energy. So it's not about releasing the energy. It's about opening the energy. Then that energy able to flow freely again inside of you. So I call this process instead of release or replace or change, it's more like transformation. It's transforming contracted pattern, which causing by our history, by our patterns. Then when that pattern change, almost like the programming of the energy changes, then the energy starts functioning in a more optimum, like different operating system. That's how I approach it. Yeah. So in the beginning, you may feel like, oh, releasing of stress, releasing of tension, releasing of, you know, emotional issue feel in the body, and that feeling is real, but deeply energetically is about opening the energy flow in the process of transformation. So you feel like lit up, lighter, you know, more free. Yeah, that's the feeling.
Right. So in the movements of Qigong, are we we're moving energy, collecting energy, giving energy?
Yeah, absolutely. So the key actually is in your mind, you know, training your mind to relax, to connect with the body, connecting with energy, instead of lost in the story of the past, lost in the worry of the future, lost of whatever repetitive pattern, you know, in your mind repeating is causing ongoing stress, ongoing contraction of energy in your system. And the most time we're not aware of it. So we learn to relax from these old patterns mentally to come back to this body, connecting the body. It's really a powerful mindfulness practice. But beyond just sitting there, be mindful with your body, you consciously, actively moving energy, connecting with the energy, then transforming the energy pattern. So like take one step further than regular mindfulness meditation. And that's how I approach it.
Okay. And that energy, how do you describe or define that energy? Is it in us, separate from everybody and everything, or?
Good question. You know, ultimately, when people ask me what is energy, I say, what is not energy? Everything is energy. So we are perceiving energy differently individually. So we learn to cultivate, perceive everything as energy. You know, the body is solid, physical body. But when you're working with this movement, with this sound, especially as well visualization, you start feel the physical body, this different kind of sensation. For example, lightness, almost like weightless, or the sense of connection with the oneness, with the spiritual existence of the universe. And so your orientation, your perception, your identification start shift. Instead of perceive this body a condensed, just physical construction, you start to awakening the deeper connection of life force inside of you. Then from there, you know what to change to do the next work, basically.
Right, I see. And are there very well-defined specific movements in a Qigong practice?
Good question. They're, really very structured. Qigong practice, very structured. It's like coming out of a long lineage of accumulative wisdom and practice. It's really time tested. What works better. How can make it a maximum result. It's not like random movement. For example, when you dance, you feel good, right? Or you're opening the energy as well. But afterwards, you may feel exhausted. Afterwards, you may feel the energy is not sustainable for you. It's like often you have a great time in the party, including dance, and you hang over time.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So here, Qigong is like, you relax into the energy, connecting them with the energy. Then you bring the energy to certain place with certain intention, certain visualization, in certain order, certain progressive nature. Then you ground in the energy in your system, including your 5 organs, including in the cellular level. So you're repeating that structure over again. Then you're creating kind of a new pattern of energy. It's really about repatterning inside of you.
Okay.
Yeah. So the structure is very important.
Do we have the ability to heal others?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The key is if you can discover whatever capacity to connecting with your own body, with energy around you, from that experience, then you naturally, I can project in energy to share that energy with other people. I can project in energy to another person's brain, to the heart, to the organs, even to a relationship. And so simple, movement, you can visualizing, what's between your hand, where you want projecting energy to. It's like this another level of sort of existence, is beyond local, non-local. It's beyond
entanglement.
Distance. Exactly,
Yeah.
Entanglement. So your consciousness is directly connecting with the energy that you want to connect, even beyond distance. And that's the beauty of Qigong energy work.
Yeah.
Long distance healing is same as in-person healing.
Yeah, there's more and more hard science on that entanglement and affecting physical nature remotely.
Absolutely. It's exciting time, truly exciting time. Yeah.
It is. What about the spiritual connection that takes place when practicing Qigong?
That would be probably the most powerful, profound benefit of Qigong. I consider, on one hand, Qigong has an incredible practical benefit, enhance health, your joy and happiness level, your relationship, your creativity, and so on. But they're really the bonus, like almost like positive side effect of the spiritual connection you're cultivating through Qigong, starting within you, then with the earth, with the universe. So ultimately, it's like this, you're expanding your perception beyond the practical physical existence, which appears separate. Appear, limited. Yeah. Then when you're expanding the invisible energy, suddenly realizing, everything is connected energetically, and there's no separation. There's no limitation either. There's a universal quality within all life. So that's in the experiential level, you start to have a spiritual awakening experience, a sense of oneness, sense of deep wholeness, sense of connection, sense of the creative power existing all around you, within you. And that is really the essence of spiritual, experience. I mean, in all spiritual tradition, even religious tradition, we're trying to get into that direct experience.
Right. And Qigong isn't a religious experience, it's a spiritual experience.
I think that's very accurate. It's not a religious, a faith kind of, orientation. It's more like open inquiry, directly experiencing what the nature of the existence is.
Right. Beautiful. Is there a difference between wisdom Qigong healing and other practices in Qigong?
Good question. There's so many forms of Qigong out there.
Yeah.
Usually I'm not interested to do a comparison, comparative study, but I can recognize some uniqueness in wisdom healing Qigong. And so on one hand, is pointing out there are so many forms of Qigong out there. Different kind of movement, different kind of routine, and different kind of method. But these are forms.
Right.
So, but there's another category is system of Qigong. Like wisdom healing Qigong is the system of Qigong. Within that system, we have different methods, different routines, and have different kind of practice, including movement practice, sound practice is not well known to activate the emotional body to transform these challenging emotion, including fear, and also have a meditation practice. So these different practice consist in kind of a package, allow you to tap into deeper level wholeness of energy. Then you have the methodology behind it, deeply understanding how energy works. Then you have the cosmology to, opening up your perception as a guidance, opening to the perception, understanding the nature of the existence, nature of the mind, nature of energy, and so on. So that is a complete system, so to speak. And there are not many complete systems out there.
Right.
For example, in this system, our teacher, Dr. Pan, he has more than 15 books out there to explain.
On the one system.
Right, on this whole system.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, a method. A method is that one booklet can summarize the method.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference. So with that said, with him Qigong, have this uniqueness. Yeah. The complete practice, you don't need a lot of practice. A few very powerful energetic movement to access deeper aspect of your energy body, including your physical body. Then you have the sound healing practice we have is accessing the 5-organ energy system. Then you have a meditation practice, accessing the nature of the mind. In the beginning, cultivating the openness, calmness, and mindfulness, so on, which is important. But the ultimate purpose of meditation is accessing the nature of the mind. So that's one unique quality. Then also we teach basically very, let's say, on one hand, it's a non-linear individual experience you can continue to discover. On the other hand, this methodology, we can understand why this work and how we can progressively make this more effective. So everything is explained. It's not like, you do this, you get better. Why it's get better and how can you get better more effectively? So there's a science and art into it. And that's how we teach. And another thing, uniqueness also important is because this is based on not only the ancient tradition, but also the contemporary history. I briefly, mentioned my teacher created a medicine Qigong hospital. And so he creates this program, including 1 month long, very intense retreat with a large group of people, including like 5,000 people at a time.
Wow.
So it's not like recreational. It's not like short time, workshop. So it's really very intense, very empowering, very deep, serious work. So that's another unique quality I want to feel, can be beneficial to share with you. Yeah, including our own program is based on that cumulative knowledge, what it takes to make cultivating the maximum benefit.
Okay, and so what does the addition of the sound add to the Qigong practice, to the movement?
The sound is the vibration.
The
vibration is creating, it's like using your whole body as an instrument, making like, drum sound, I mean, when you hear the drum, you feel different, you feel good, yeah. But you're using your own body, like making the drum. Yes. So what happened? The vibration is creating the energy, awakening, opening. But more even than the movement, able to accessing the organ energy. And that has a profound implication, including emotional healing.
Right. So how long do you spend in your Qigong practice every day?
For me, I would say, if I'm not conducting retreat, if I'm conducting retreat, I'm teaching, guiding practice day long, day night, But if I'm not teaching, usually about 1 hour or so.
Okay. It would seem like when you're teaching, you might need more because you kind of give up your practice to teach, right?
It's a good question. Actually, opposite. I feel so fortunate. It's like when I teach, conducting a retreat, I'm practicing so much more than, other days. So I'm benefiting so much more, amazing gift, amazing gift. That's how the system works. It's called open system.
Yeah.
So it's not about giving energy. It's about sharing energy, activating energy flow. It's about amplifying when we're coming together as a group.
Right. That's great. You're an amazing teacher, and I love your laugh and your energy. I mean, you just have chi flowing out of you and around you.
When the chi flowing, out of control.
Yeah. What about
control?
what kind of perspective do you have on like the chi in foods? Are there foods that have more chi than others?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of knowledge around that, from the Tao tradition, certain foods, certain herbs, from TCM tradition. There's incredible knowledge. But personally, I'm taking very kind of open approach. It's like as long as you naturally feel good with the food you're eating, then it's beneficial for you.
Right.
But you have to connect in with your own body first. It's not like a mentally feel good about the food, not just emotionally feel good about, but the whole body is engaging, feels good with that food. Then it is good for you.
Right.
That's kind of my principle. So I'm very open. I can eat a little bit of everything. Most of the time, very healthy. If according conventional stand, if it's not so 100% healthy according conventional stand, I have no trouble. My system can digest very well, and that's I call healthy eating.
Our body
be based on healthy digestive system.
Our body really tells us what it needs, and how much it needs. The American diet, we eat so much, and our body really tells us when we're done.
Exactly. And another piece, now you ask this question, I feel like how do you eat is more important than what do you eat.
Yes, that's true.
One of the exercise we do in the retreat is ask students to do not only mindfulness eating, but eating it with your eyes closed. Really chewing the food. Really not only taste the food, but feeling the energy of the food, feeling the connection with your own body, including the digestive system. So what as a result is it's a mindfulness practice, but you start enjoy the food more, suddenly start to connect in the food much more deeply. The body start able to digest it more effectively. Everything become so much more like intensify in your life. And that's the secret of the mind, basically. So not just like your mouth eating the food, but how your mind engaging with this process, determining so much outcome of it. This is like beyond, our everyday knowing, even beyond scientific validation, but you can discover through your own experience.
That's exactly what I teach also in conscious eating, experiencing the foods, and mindful eating, and knowing when you're done, when your body's had enough.
Absolutely. Eating food is such joy when eating mindfully.
Absolutely
amazing.
So what do you consider like the key to health and healing?
The key is coming back to your body, connecting with your body. That's the key. And I feel, among all cause of the issue, in our life, health issue, emotional, even spiritual issue, social issue, even economical issue in our life, it's all come from this disconnection. Disconnection started a disconnection with ourselves, true self. And that's very much relating to the disconnection of mind-body. If the mind-body is disconnected, then the rest continue to be separate, disconnected. Then we continues in this kind of loop of malfunction, dissatisfaction, then eventually causing disease. So the main step of Qigong practice is really connecting the body. That's the first step. Then from there, the second step naturally comes, you discovering the energy. This body is more than energy. So these two, I think, are equally important. Yeah, discovering mind-body connection. Second, discovering the energy as a foundation of life.
Wow, great. Love that. I look forward to being at one of your retreats. So we're at the end of our interview time. It's unfortunate because there are so many questions. I thank you very much for sharing your knowledge and wisdom. And I want to tell the viewers today that Master Mingtong is offering a free gift in the form of an ebook that's titled Ancient Chinese Healing Secrets. And do you want to tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, I mean, this is like a summary of the secret keys to health and healing. So in the ebook describing these principal benefit and also, invite you to awakening that inner power of healing as well as spiritual capacity inside of you. So I think you can really enjoy that, also share with other peoples. And amazing gift now we have is through online. We can share these resources as well. You can starting the learning and the practice now through online. So I'm very grateful again to share with you, with all of you, and send you the best wish and for more health and greater happiness and greater accomplishment in your life.
Love that. So take advantage of Master Mingtong's free gift. There's a link on the video here. You'll get an email also with a link for the ebook. And if you want to work with Master Mingtong, go to his workshops and retreats, which I highly recommend. You can find him easily online at qicenter.com, right?
Yes, yes.
So
thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you in Santa Fe.
Yes, you will. This is Dr. Robin Futoran signing off. Yes, we'll see you in the next episode of Unleash Your Inner Healer. And thank you, Master Mingtong.
Thank you. Thank you all.